Okay, first off, capo on that 6th fret. And for working on the picking pattern, let's just use the first chord of the song, which is a C with the G bass, which is basically a C. But you want to move your ring finger up to that E string, and you want to put your pinky back where the C was. It's kind of a C, it's a C with a G bass, that's what it's called. So for this lesson, we're gonna, consider the low E string as string number 6, and A is 5, and so on, so you get to high E, which is string number 1. So the picking pattern is 5, 4, 6, 3, 6, 2. What you see me do in the cover, and when I was just playing it, is she does like a hammer-on that 4. We can worry about that when we get to what the chords are, but for your right hand, what you need to know is 5, 4, 6, 3, 6, 2. It's a little faster. And I recommend playing the bottom 3 with your thumb, just kind of move it along. The reason why it goes from 5, 5, 4 to back down to 6, that's when you hear the kind of like swing, like doom, 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 doom. As you hear, it's kind of a popular folk thing to do. But you only go back down to 6 for 3 chords. And I'll let you know when we get to chords. But so that's the first picking pattern. The second picking pattern is literally the exact same, but instead of going back down to 6, you stay at 5. So let's practice those two. So the first one with the bass. 5, 4, 6, 3, 6, 2. 5, 4, 6, 3, 6, 2. And then the second one, which is without that low E string, without the swing. 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2. 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2. So you want to practice that. At least for me, it's more of a thing you have to sleep on, like an overnight kind of muscle memory with the picking. But once you get it, it flows smoothly, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Next, let's move on to some of these chord shapes and what to do with each one. So the first one we've already looked at is that C with the G bass. And for that pattern, we use the one where we rotate down to that E string. And when playing this one, we can hammer on with our middle finger on this, what is this? This E note here on that D string, 2nd fret D string. So when you hit 4, 5, 4, 6, 3, 6, 2. It gives a very folksy feel. It's great. It's honestly lovely. From there, you would go to an E minor shape. It's easy like that. To the same picking pattern, except you don't hammer on the E minor, because you only want to hammer it on this string, and you only hammer on using your middle finger on your left hand. So you can't do it on this one, but same pattern as the C with the G bass. Then you go to an A minor. You can hammer on, but you're doing the picking pattern that doesn't go down to E. So this is 5, 4, 5, 5, 3, 5, 2. Perfect. Then you go to an F, not bar F. This is easier. For those of you not sure how to do, I've never seen F. It's just like a C shape, except you move this finger down one string, and you put this guy where that on that third fret on the D string, and that's an F. And for this one, don't hammer on. You see them hammer on in videos sometimes. I think it's just to keep the rhythm going. Nothing's actually being hammered on if you listen closely. But for this one, it's the same pattern as the A minor, except no hammer on. Perfect. And when you change chord shapes, the easiest way to do it, or the way that you're supposed to do it, is change when you hit that B string. So when you finish playing the C with the G bass, the B should be open when you hit it. And when you finish playing the E minor, the B should not be open, even though that's not part of an E minor chord. But it's part of A minor because you should already be at A. So it should sound like this. Awesome. So for the intro, you play each picking pattern for each chord twice. And you do that whole thing twice. In the same order as we just practiced, same chord order. So C with G bass, E minor, A minor, F. That was fast. I was just showing the chords. So you do this twice. Let's show you what the intro is. Again, you move into the actual verse, and when they start talking, not talking, singing, when you start singing, you do each one once. That's something you just gotta practice and work on a lot. But when you end and you go into the chorus, you don't circle back to the C. You end on a G, actually. A G with the B string covered on the third fret. And you play the same picking pattern as you did the C with the G bass and the E minor. It's a good half cadence there, but so for the last line, you have, in that first verse, you have defeated, gladly wear the crown. And I just kind of did my own thing there, but I like to kind of strum a little bit. It gives a good cadence into the half cadence, I'd say, into the chorus. Onto the chorus, you do the chorus chords are that C with the G bass twice with its pattern, F its pattern, A minor, do that twice again, G with its pattern, C again, G bass, F, much you, A minor, once, G, once, C. So slowly, or not, yeah, so slowly you have, this is so a C. Perfect. So that's the chorus. Then you do the verse, or you do another verse, and the verse is the same thing, except you have one more line of lyrics. So you play that G at storm. When she says storm, you'll know when you hear it. I'm looking for the storm. Not asking for a storm. But anyway, that's the same part. And then you play the chorus again. Same exact thing. So on to the bridge. The chords for the bridge are A minor, G, F, C with the G bass. Do each one twice. Same pattern that you do for each one. So with G and with C you'd rotate 5 to 6. With A minor and with F, just stay on 5 4 5 3 2. So you do that twice. So slowly. Is the second part of the bridge. Then you get to move on to another chorus. The final chorus, it's the same chords as before. So C, F, A minor, G. It's worth considering playing them softly or doing a little strumming. Or instead of going to 4, you kind of strum. That's what I'll say, make it your own. But how they do it, they just play it softly. My personal favorite is just using the 5 and 4.